What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Whether you are a new or returning subscriber, I am so happy you're here. My name is Anna, and this is a morning flow that I got for you. I have a couple other morning flows on my channel, and they do seem to be pretty popular, so I figured why not keep that ball rolling. This is going to focus, I feel like, as a lot of my morning classes focus on heart opening, expanding, which is really energizing for the nervous system. It's really stimulating for the nervous system. So we're gonna cultivate that good energy in our bodies and our minds. I'm using 2 blocks today for class. If you don't have blocks, feel free to grab a rolled up towel. I'll show you how to do our opening pose with the rolled up towel instead. But yeah, once you have everything you need, I will meet you on your mat. All right, let's get into it. So we're gonna open with a supported fish pose. Now, so if you have that rolled up towel, right, you're gonna roll it up so it kind of will look like a little like sausage roll. And if you have your blocks, we're gonna do this with the blocks. So we'll lay on your back and you'll take either the first block or your rolled up towel, and that is going to go underneath the lower tips of your shoulder blades, really at like your mid and upper back area. You want to feel that kind of meaty band under the low tips of the shoulder blades. That is on your prop. And then if you have a block, you can take the second block underneath the head. Couple options here. Feel free to let the legs flop out with the toes out. Option to bring the soles of the feet together and then let the knees open. Supta Baddha Konasana can also feel nice. This can feel like an intense pose first thing in the morning, so we won't be here too long. Feel free to close your eyes or gaze soft over the tip of your nose. And really just welcoming yourself into your day and into the container of your practice with a cleansing inhale through your nose. Open mouth exhale. Continuing with those cleansing breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. So every inhale, you're sensing the heart space expand and rise. And every exhale, really let yourself sink into the support of your props. We'll stay here for one more cycle of breath in and one more cycle of breath out. And as you're ready, you can go ahead, blink your eyes to open. Go ahead, place your feet flat on the floor. If you're on the towel, you can just roll off the towel. If you're on your blocks, prop yourself onto your elbows and form. Let your elbows take your weight as you press off of your props. And then we'll set our blocks off to the side and meet me on all fours in tabletop. This is another standard movement that we do in a lot of my classes. From all fours, hands under shoulders, knees are under your hips. Big inhale into your cow pose, open the tailbone, lift your heart up. Exhale, finding cat pose, around your back, release the weight of your head down here. Big inhale through cow, lift your tailbone, lift your heart. Exhale into cat, round your back. One more time here, inhale cow. Exhale cat. And then I want you to find neutral in your spine. Start to shift a little bit more weight towards your left hand. You'll inhale to reach the right arm forward, left arm back, that floating tabletop. As you exhale, bring your elbow to knee, round and squeeze into your center. Inhale, lengthen and stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good, one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee, round and stretch in. You'll inhale to lengthen. And then as you exhale, I want you to place your right hand down, tuck your left toes, place your left toes down. Start to shift more weight forward, really grab the mat with your hands. You'll inhale here. And then listen as you exhale, pull your right thigh into your chest, squeeze your core in and up, push the ground away. Really nice. You're here for 3. We'll send your right leg high in 2. And in 1, big inhale to sweep your right leg high as you find a 3-leg dog. Press a long line from your navel to your heel. Inhale here. And then as you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Again, shift the shoulders over your wrist, hollow out your core. Good. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, bend your right knee and stack the right hip open over your left. Feel free to stay here. We do some big leg circles, whatever's kind of feeling good. Inviting in that ease after a little bit of heat and effort. As you're ready, inhale, straighten right leg, square your hips. Big exhale, downward facing dog. First down dog of your practice. Option to get a little bit of movement going here. Just waking the body back up. Find stillness in your down dog. And inhale, come forward to a high plank. Just to pause for a moment. As your shoulders stack over your wrists, feel your neck elongate. The crown of the head extends forward. Stay high on your toes, drive the heels back and zip your thighs together. Let's stay here for 3. And you'll find tabletop in 2. And 1, tabletop, bring your knees down. Inhale, cow. Lift tail, lift heart. Exhale, cat, round through your back. Awesome. Once you return to center, we'll do that on the other side. Start to shift your weight towards your right hand. You'll send the left arm out in front of you and the right leg back behind you. We'll hold that here. Drop your right hip down and press energy from fingers to toes. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze into your center. Inhale, lengthen, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. Good, one more time like that. Inhale, lengthen, stretch. Exhale, elbow to knee. You'll inhale, lengthen and stretch. And listen here, as you exhale, right toes come down. Your leg stays long and the left hand is on the floor. Shift some weight forward. As you inhale, grab your mat. Exhale, left knee to chest. Push into your hands. Press the floor away from you. Hold that strong for 3. Left leg goes high in 2. And 1, send your left leg high. 3-leg dog. Awesome. Breathing in, send that long line from navel to heel. And as you exhale, find your knee to nose again, shifting forward, carving out your core. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time. Inhale, leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, leg high. And as you exhale, bend your left knee and stack the left hip open over your right. And feel free to stay here or maybe do some big circles, whatever feels good. And then as you're ready, let's inhale, straighten your left leg, square your hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, back to your high plank. Let's roll forward. And then as you exhale, bring your knees, your chest, chin all the way to the ground. Hands under your elbows. Inhale, baby cobra. Start to peel the heart up. Shoulder blades scrolling down your back. Exhale, downward facing dog, and lift your hips. Breathing in here and breathing out. Inhale, let's look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. Find the front of your mat. Walk your feet to your hands. Press your hands against your legs. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Start to lean the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold, soften and release. Take a moment to pause in this forward fold. Feel your weight shift slightly forward, but stretch the pelvis up high. Hang your head super heavy. Taking one more full inhale to lengthen, and one more full exhale to fold. And take your time as you inhale, rising up to stand, push into your feet, sweep your arms up overhead, and we'll pause here. So really feel your weight sink down from the pelvis, down the legs, into the pads of your feet. And as you start to lengthen the tailbone slightly down, lift from navel center up. The heart rises over your hips, head rises to stack over your heart. And as you inhale, fully take up space here, extending through your limbs. Bring your palms to touch. Exhale, guiding your hands to your heart. Good. Inhale, rise your arms, reaching up. Exhale, take a baby back bend. So cactus out your arms, keep weight in your heels, shift your hips forward. Lift between your shoulder blades to curl your heart space high, maybe lift your gaze. Inhale, rising back through center. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees, hinge at your hips. Lift up halfway as you inhale, rising your torso parallel to the ground. This time as you exhale, you can take your knees, chest, chin, option for a high to low plank. As you step back, bend your elbows to 90 degrees. Back bend as you inhale, cobra or up dog. Upward facing dog, lift your kneecaps off the floor, shoulders roll down. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips stretch up and back. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, make your way to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway as you inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand, arms reaching overhead. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart. Good, we'll do two more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, forward folds. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, take your flow, knees, chest, chin, or high to low plank. Back bend as you inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, travel to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, rise to stand, sweep back up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart, unifying your breath and movement. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, gentle back bend. Inhale, rise through center. Exhale, forward folds. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, take your flow. Back bend as you inhale, cobra or up dog. Big exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold, find the front of your mat. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, forward fold and release. Inhale, rise to stand, reach your arms up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to your heart. Good, so we'll move on. Big toes touch, a little bit of space between your heels. Let's inhale to chair pose, bend your knees, sink your hips back and down. Weight drops to your heels. Gather your core up and in. Let this pose build heat within your body. Taking those steady sips of air. So stay really committed to the depth of your chair. We'll inhale here. Exhale, find an airplane arm, sweep your hands back behind you, pull the elbows in and roll your shoulders down. We'll stay low in your chair. So inhale through chair pose. Exhale, airplane arm. Good, one more time. Inhale, chair. Exhale, airplane arm. Now listen here, using a little momentum, inhale to rise back to stand. Option to find a standing back bend as you lift the thumbs up and back. Lift between your shoulder blades, pull your navel in. One more inhale, sip of air. Exhale, forward fold, soften your knees and release. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, your choice. You can take a flow or meet me right in down dog. Back bend as you inhale. Big exhale, downward facing is where we meet. Start to root your left heel down. Let's inhale, send your right leg high, three-legged. Exhale, low lunge. Step your right foot to your right thumb tip. So your stance is a little bit wide. Pivot and plant left foot to a 45-degree angle. So your left toes are kind of pointing towards the left top corner of your mat. Inhale, warrior one, rising up and breathing here. So I cued a slightly wider stance in warrior one. This will help you keep that commitment of your legs. The left heel is down, but your left toes are angled slightly in. Feel your right hip crease hug back as the left inner thigh drags forward. Continue to rise your heart to stack over your hips. Taking one more inhale here, big stretch. And then as you exhale, I want you to interlace your hands behind your back. So option, you can also hold on to your elbows. And then as you inhale, just roll your shoulders down, really puff up between your shoulder blades, and we'll take a moment here to pause. Feel your core recruit, sandwich your low core towards the back of your hips, and lengthen your tailbone down to the mat. But stretch your collarbone wide and lift between your shoulder blades. Taking one more inhale here, maybe lifting the gaze up and back. And then as you exhale, we'll find a humble warrior. Start to bow your chest towards the floor. Continue to turn your right hip forward, the right hip crease, or turn your left hip forward rather, and your right hip crease hugs back. Stack your right knee over your ankle. Press your grip towards the ceiling. Taking one more inhale here, and stay your exhale. Slowly release your bind. As you inhale, rise back up to your warrior one, rooting down through the legs. Exhale, down dog or take a flow. Back bend as you inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, other side. Let's inhale, send your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, stepping left foot to your left thumb tip. And then your right foot will plant to a 45-degree angle, so you're kind of turning your toes in towards that right long edge of your mat. Inhale, warrior one, rising up and breathe here. So as you find that depth of your front lunge, wrap your navel center against your spine. Drive down into the right heel and rotate the right inner thigh back. Really take up space with this entire shape. Taking one more nice inhale here. Exhale, hands clasped behind your back. You can hold your elbows. Let's see if we can take the opposite thumb on top, if you can sense that. Big inhale as you roll your shoulders down, puff up your chest, and we'll pause. Lift the space between your shoulder blades and really feel that space broadening across your collarbone. Still lengthen your tailbone down towards the floor. Big inhale, reach up, maybe you look up. Exhale to a humble warrior. So as you start to send the heart forward, square your collarbone with the mat. Root down into your feet evenly. Feel the grip rise towards the ceiling. Taking one more inhale here. Stay your exhale. You'll slowly release your bind. Inhale as you rise back up, super strong and proud. Exhale your choice, down dog or flow. Back bend on your inhale, cobra or up dog. Big exhale, downward facing dog. We'll breathe in and breathe out. All right, so we will
put this together and we'll flow, but we'll change up the sequence a little bit. Inhale, look forward, bend your knees. Exhale, forward fold. We'll travel to the front of your mat. Lift up halfway as you inhale, flat back. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise back to stand, reaching up. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, chair pose, sink low. Exhale, airplane arms, getting weight into your heels. You'll inhale, rise to stand. Option for that standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold and release. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, your choice, down dog or flow. Keep skimming the elbows parallel. Inhale as you back bend. Exhale, down dog. All right, let's inhale, send your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Okay, inhale, warrior one. Let's rise up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Here's where we'll start to add on. As you inhale, begin to look forward, start to lean towards the right leg. Exhale to a bound airplane pose. The left leg floats off the ground. Fly your heart forward, pull your knuckles back. You're breathing in. Exhale, listen here. Slowly step your left foot by your right. Find chair pose as you inhale. Exhale, airplane arms. This time you'll shift your weight towards your right foot. Inhale, lift your left knee, one-legged mountain. Send your arms overhead. Exhale, prepare for dancers. Collect the big toe side of your left foot. Draw your thighs towards each other. Stack your shoulders over your hips as you inhale. Exhale, begin to kick your left leg straight back. As you begin to lift your left toes and your right fingers. So you're trying to make a U shape from your back leg to your front arm. Like it's something that is not moving. One more inhale. Then listen here as you exhale, slowly step your left foot down by your right. Good, inhale chair, here we go. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise to stand, option for that. Standing back bend, up and back. Exhale, forward folds. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, down dog or flow. Back bend as you inhale. Exhale, down dog is where we meet. And we'll send your left leg high. Big inhale, float left heel up. Exhale, low lunge, step your left foot through. Plant your right foot down. Inhale, warrior one, rising up. Exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. We start to change it up. So as you inhale, begin to look forward, start to lean towards the left leg. Exhale, bound airplane pose. As you float the right leg from the ground, begin to bring your body into that capital T shape. Look at one point that is not moving, building that internal energy and that internal focus. Good, one more inhale. Exhale, slowly step right foot by your left. You'll inhale, find chair. Good, exhale, airplane arms, sweep it back. This time you lift your right knee. So inhale, rise to stand, lift the right knee, send arms overhead. Exhale, prepare for dancers. Capture the big toe side of your right foot. So my elbow's pointing towards my body. My elbow's not pointing away from my body. This is what we want. Thighs together, inhale to prepare. Exhale, begin to kick your right leg back. Lift the right inner thigh, lift your heart. Taking those steady sips of air. Drop your right hip down. Really feel the expansion around your heart space. One more inhale.
Slowly exhale, release. Awesome. Inhale, chair. You got it. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, rise to stand. Option, standing back bend. Exhale, forward fold, coming all the way down. Lift up halfway as you inhale. Exhale, your choice, down dog or flow. Back bend as you inhale. And big exhale, downward facing dog, taking that huge breath in. Big exhale out into child's pose. Let's bring your knees to the mat, big toes touch. Sink your hips towards your heels. Resting your forehead here for a moment. As you slow down your breath. And listen here, as you inhale, look forward. As you exhale, let's make your way onto your stomach to prepare for prone frog as our little hip stretch. So from prone frog, bring the elbows underneath your shoulders. We're starting like a sphinx pose basically. You're going to turn your hand in to face the right forearm and then really use your right glute strength to pull your heel in. Feel the tailbone tuck into the floor. You can stay here, maybe reach back with your right hand for the foot. Drop the right hip down. You can guide your heel towards your hip, or maybe begin to pivot and spin the right fingers counterclockwise so they face the front of your mat. Lift out of the left shoulder, press the left forearm down into the floor. And staying here, one more inhale. Super slow as you exhale, release. And then we'll change sides. So allow the right hand to turn to the left forearm, really squeeze your glute and feel your left heel pull to your hip as much as it can before you reach back to either grab hold of the foot, drop the hip down, and then option to spin your fingers clockwise so they point forward. Lift out of the right shoulder, push the floor away from you. Couple breaths here. And taking one more inhale. Exhale, slowly release. Just let yourself rest for a moment with the forehead down. Taking a full breath in and out. With your hands under your shoulders, press yourself into a kneeling position. We'll set up for Camel Pose as our final heart opener. Ooh, I'm feeling so energized. I'm gonna double up my mat for Camel. Actually, I'm just gonna use my pads. So you can cushion the knees by folding your mat up a couple times if you want. And your knees are gonna be about 10 inches or so apart. You can also measure two fists and place them between the knees. So to prepare for this Camel Pose, I'm going to have my toes tucked and hands will be at your lower back so the fingers can point up or they can point down. It's up to you. Hug the elbows in so you're really exposing your heart and are broad across the collarbone. Aim your tailbone towards the floor. And then as you inhale, begin to lift between the shoulder blades so the belly button pulls into the sternum. Space between your shoulder blades also lifts up to the sternum. Begin to lift your gaze. Then as you exhale, start to tilt the heart back more. If it's okay with the neck, maybe let the head drop back. Open mouth exhales can really help here. And if you're staying lifted out of the low back, option to release your hands towards your heels. Continue to lift up, look up, go up. And then if it's okay with the neck, maybe let the head go and look back and go farther back. Slowly return your hands to your lower back. Rise to stack shoulders over your hips. And we'll sit down onto your heels to release. Maybe allow one hand to rest on your heart, one hand to rest on your belly. Just closing off, bringing some balance to all of that energy, all of that stimulation you've been calling into the nervous system. Taking a very receptive wave of breath in through your nose. Open mouth, exhale, and release. And blink your eyes to open if they were closed. Bring your legs around in front of you to prepare for seated forward fold. So feel free to bend your knees so you can walk your hips back a little bit and feel that you're sitting on the base of your hamstrings. And then lift out of your back, stack the shoulders over your hips. Send your arms up overhead as you inhale. Exhale, let yourself fold forward and melt down here.
So we've done a lot of opening of the front line of the body. So I really invite you in this forward fold, breathe into the back of your body. Take your time as you slowly roll all the way up.
And then feel free, we'll find a crossed position. Ankles crossed if you have one of your blocks, right? Maybe you grab the block and sit up there. As you inhale, let the arms slowly rise overhead and float up. As you exhale, twist, you'll bring your left hand down to your right knee and the right hand comes behind you. Allow yourself to sit up tall, right? Sense that spaciousness around your heart and really turn your heart. And unwind your twist. Inhale, floating through center. Exhale, other side. So the right hand comes down to your left thigh. Broaden the collarbone, ears floating over your shoulders. Coming back through center, letting both arms rise and stretch up. Exhale, bringing your hands to your heart. Take 3 cleansing breaths together. So pressing out all the stale air from your lungs, really completing your current exhale. You'll take a fresh wave of breath. Inhale, filling belly, ribs, and chest. Open mouth, exhale, emptying chest, ribs, and belly. 2 more times. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, elongating your breath. Open mouth, exhale, emptying chest, ribs, and belly, really making sure you're pressing out all your stale air. 1 more time, deepest breath in, inhale, belly, ribs, chest. This time, I want you to hold at the top, pause, inhale a little more, a little sip of air, hold, open mouth, exhale, pressing all your air, all your air, all your air out. Letting that go, finding your natural breath as you welcome yourself into the rest of your day. And I invite you to call in an intention for your day. Claiming whatever feeling state you truly desire, whatever feeling state is truly aligned with your growth, with your development. Breathing in fully. Exhale completely. Thumbs rise between your brows, third eye center, seat of your inner light and inner guidance. We bow in gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. Have a really great start to your week, everybody. Thank you for joining me. If you want to continue meditating, I have a guided visualization meditation to set the tone for your day. So feel free to do that. You can take Shavasana, or if it's time for you to head into the rest of your day, have an amazing start to your day. Thank you for spending it with me. As always, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Send this to a friend who needs some free movement in their life, and I'll see you in the next class.